Hello Gemini, welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for tuning in to these videos. As always, I want to say a great big thank you and also a kia ora koutou katoa as well. So welcome to my YouTube channel. And like I say, thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. So I just take this opportunity now to invite you to subscribe to my channel and or follow and like me on my Facebook page and or Instagram, whichever one, or both of them if you like. That would be cool because they have different content that's obviously posted on each social media platform. So anyway, welcome. So let me see. So I just want to remind everybody, and especially those of you who are new to these readings and this platform, I just want to say thank you. Oh no, I don't. Well, I do for tuning in, but it's actually not where I was wanting to go. That's kind of, so you may be a little bit getting a bit side blinded or blindsided or something like that. Those are the words, side blinded or distracted, or something is coming up. You might be going to say one thing, but you're going to end up saying another thing. So there's that feeling that and it's about is that how you really feel? Because it's I was going to it's interesting because I was kind of wondering, is that actually your consciousness and your subconscious having a a battle there is about actually how you really feel about what is going on, and is it the best possible descriptive word or that you are needing to use or at the moment. So there's something about you're maybe not talking or speaking as clearly as you would like to because you may be holding off on something that is that's something that you may be a bit guided to do, or have felt like maybe I'm not ready yet, and knowing that you kind of are. So it's about weighing up the options, and it's like, okay, so maybe I'm not fully ready yet, but it's maybe I am. There's an inkling to know, because it's like you may be feeling like I know I had this feeling myself that it's time to do this now. So, and sometimes it is like right now, but sometimes it's more, so it's really going in there and having a feel about what it is, what, Spirit are really meaning. So does this mean that I'm meant to be doing this like right now, like starting a new course or starting a new job or quitting this job to start that job, or or moving on in some way, or relationship or whatever. So, and what Spirit, quite often what I've felt and what I know from the messages that I have received for others as well as myself in the past, is that it's a little inkling and preparing us to like get ready now to move. So it's like they're giving us a little bit of an awareness to say, get ready now, because the time is right. So, and it's about doing that research with things and pulling things together and getting a better understanding of ourselves. So it may be that you have been, it may be that they're talking about you, you may be getting, videos or, come across stuff on posts on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, or somebody might say something to you and it's like triggers something, and it's maybe something that you maybe need to learn, or understand, that you've been questioning. These people or this whatever it is, these memes or whatever might give you that little bit of information, or you might get a symbol through meditation, or the birds outside, something, some sort of creature, and that sort of being, in that way may, present itself to you, and it may be that sign like, okay, I know, okay, I get it now, I need to run with this, or I need to move in this direction, and and it's just getting you prepared for something. So and if you have an inkling to talk about something and share something with somebody, or just ask the question, and it's like, it's for a little bit of guidance, then do that. It's kind of but it's like, this is about trusting your own judgment, trusting your own intuition, and the signs that you're getting with you. But it's like being mindful, because you know we are Geminis, and as many of you know, that I'm a Gemini too, and it's my sun sign, which I follow mostly. Okay, so I just want to go back to my introduction again. That always happens. I try not to do that, but it's kind of like I get in the moment, and it's when spirit are channeling through, or in the energy, and it's just like yak, or move with it. So, and that's not a problem. So yeah, and this is where I feel like they were going to. It's like you may feel like you've been distracted, and you may be needing to go there for a reason. It may be like, for me, is acknowledging that and staying on track, or something. It may be for you, but others times it's maybe just like that's just how it rolls, and it's like and you know, I can always, like for this, for instance, I can always go back into it and have a wee chit chat there and go back to the beginning and bring that in, okay? But often for me, I find it's part of the message. If you, part of the message, or part of what I need to do for now, okay? Because it's like I can always go back and, review that or do that. So, so where I was originally going is that just a reminder that these reads are general reads, so they may or may not resonate with you. If they do, wonderful. If they don't, then just take what does and leave what does not. On saying that, don't throw it right out the window if it does not. So it may be something more of a forecast for you, this read, so on the messages that come through. The other thing is these reads, the messages, reads is, okay, where they're going, how they're going to explain this, are for Gemini. Okay, whether you're watching for Gemini, it may be in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. So if it's in either one of those, then, check one of those signs out for you. If you don't know what your other signs are, then check out the link in the description box below that has a... There is a link in there that is connected to a website that has a calculator in there that will work it out for you. Okay, so it's pretty interesting. So you just got to enter your birth details, date details, and or time your birth as well. But if you don't know, I'm going to say this because some of you say, oh well, I don't know my date of birth, and it's in there, but it's not a problem. Okay, so just if you don't know, because I don't know my exact time of birth, but my mum doesn't remember either, but it's not a problem, okay? So if you don't know, you don't know. So just enter in your details and it will work something out for you. So always an interesting read, and even I go back there every now and then and have a little read about my other signs as well. And sometimes I will check out if my reads for Gemini, not just like the ones that I do for myself with these, because quite often there is, what comes up in here is I can make sense of that. And it could be somebody else's read that I watch on YouTube as well. Okay, so anyway, so there's a lot of researching, toing and froing, understanding, connecting, disconnecting. This energy is like figuring out. So you may have, with this new energy, maybe running with these new projects, and it's like time to get something up and running. So, and like, it's not, maybe like I say, or like Spirit was saying, it may be for some of you is not necessarily like do it right now. Others of you it will be, but it's getting something going, okay? Getting something that that has been presented to you to get moving now. And it may be like, it is like right now that you do it, whatever it is to do, and we'll make a start with it and put it out there. And like I said before, and like Spirit was saying earlier, is that it's just like getting something moving. And it could be that you're writing the content for your course, or like a business plan for your business or your course, or a business plan, or a plan of some sort, or a strategic plan. It could be, what Spirit are talking about is getting something running. But it could be that you have that meeting with somebody, or clarify some more information about what is, what you're intuitively picking up for yourself. But it could be literally for some of you, it's like, getting going and, advertising. That may be, the first step for you. and putting yourself out there and bringing the rest of it together at some point along the way until you know that date. So and quite often that is like how it is for me, and I know for a lot of others it's like get the idea and then you know like for courses and things, and then you know make something up, not just like out of the air, but that's pretty much literally it. But when I say make something up, or we're saying talking about making something up, is like creating a flyer, or if it's a job, it's like creating or looking at reviewing updating your CV or something like that. You know, whatever it is for you that you're doing. It could be that there's a contract that you know you are going to continue with. Okay, so today I'm going to be using the tarot, my trusty tarot cards, and once again possibly the other deck. The angels have popped in as well, so I'm not sure whether we'll go to their cards or not, but also the Sacred Earth Oracle deck, which was the deck that I've just used, pulled up. So let me see where we're going. So first up is the Eight of Swords. So it's in a reverse there. So it's like, if you know, I'm just looking at that, it's maybe you've gone a little bit too deep in like and like, you know, and becoming, you know, freeing yourself from restraint, basically from your thoughts, basically. So it's like, I feel like that, whether that being in reverse, that some of you may have gone a little bit deeper than what you probably, you know, should do or could do. I say should because it's like, for some of you, I feel like you've just like super really overthought it, and almost like for some of you, maybe just about talked yourself out of it and not going, and then you're like, oh God, I've got this sign. So you may be still in this little funny little space, but I'm going to turn it around. So you're in, you know, if you are that person or you are that energy that you've gone way too deep, it's like about, almost like, you know, stop doing something, or even for some of you might have started doing something that intuitively you knew maybe I shouldn't go there, or maybe that's not quite right. So maybe you may that because of that overthinking and bringing some limiting beliefs and something and other things, that you've made a decision to go with it. So whichever way this applies to you, you'll know who that is. So you'll know who that is, or you know who you are. So there's a thing out there with that, you know, this is about freeing yourself of your own inhibitions. They're talking about what it is that you're wanting to do. It's like some of you, like I say, you've really, you know, freaking way overthought it to the point where you're just about there. And sometimes, you know, often there is that saying though, on saying if in doubt, leave it out. But I feel like for some of you, which is what I normally run, and so I will park it up until I get some clues. So I feel like some of you have even like that, maybe a normal thing or a usual thing for you to do is like, okay, I'm just going to put it aside for a bit. And then, but some of you have gone like way, you know, like it's super over, you know, just about talked yourself right out of it. And it's like to the point where it's like, damn, I wish, you know, I'm sure that's where I'm going to go. So, or I need to go, or how I need to do it, or what I need to do, or, you know, or what it is, or where my intuitively where I'm drawn to go. So, but you may be, you know, discrediting yourself basically. So it's kind of like, and I feel like some of you, you know, are ready to have a peek in there, and some of you are ready to have a little bit more than a peek. But it's like it's exploring it, okay? Because we can always make another decision. So, and it's nothing more empowering than feeling, you know, the fear and doing it anyway, or feeling the love and doing whichever way you need to use for you to cross that line, and that anxiousness, or that, you know, it's like, you know, it's like often, you know, the place, you know, that we fear the most of where is the place where we most need to go, and to have a look at, to go to that challenge, to ask the question, to, you know, whatever, because then we know that actually that is, you know, what we know. and we find out something more different, you know, more different. It may be different, yeah, okay, where they're going. It might be different to what you actually thought. Often it is. It's like so that's why they're talking about overthinking it. And the process or the experience may be way different than, you know, than you think. So it's kind of like just going and doing it anyway. And sometimes it's like, it may be, you may get a response that is what you're, you know, you're feeling and thinking, but this is about one, maybe for some of you is stepping into that and feeling that, you know, and into your power, or bringing, you know, walking with your power to where it is that you, you know, are most needed to go, or drawn to go, or whatever it is. Or, you know, it's like sometimes you just get that feeling, I have to do this, and that's, you know, it's kind of like, oh, I have to look into this, and it's, and that, you know, and so, yeah, I feel like Spirit, I just wanted to say there's no right or no wrong, okay? Because then we come into the Hermit, okay? So some of you have like parked yourself up, so, and you may have gone maybe a little bit too deep in there and not gone, you know, in that one as well. So, because it's like, when I say too deep, it's maybe that you've parked yourself up for a little bit long, and now it's time to come out with something, not everything, okay? So there are some things, not everything, but now it's time, it's like something is turning around. So, and saying that, the same as with this one, there's something turning around. It's like you figure something out for yourself, and, you know, there's an epiphany that comes up. And the same with the Hermit. So with that epiphany, or with that, you know, it brings about this the shift with the Hermit, you know, and you know, and you know, being patient and, you know, and mature about it, having that feeling about, but also being cautious about something, you know, with the prudence side of it. And sometimes we can become over cautious, but it, you know, but I do feel like this part of your learning is going to be, you know, like with myself, is, you know, there's always, you know, a massive learning from that. Okay, awesome. So they kind of feel like you're stepping up and stepping out, or you know, in your power, and you're walking with it now. So, and you know, it's like, okay, exploring it, okay. And it could be, you know, baby steps, but it might feel like a giant step. So just look at it as a baby step, okay? So then we have the Justice card here, and she is beautiful. I'm feeling like there's more of a balanced energy and a balanced mind through all that, you know, that you've got, that, you know, well, found through logic from this learning, though, from this amazing, not just the spiritual learning, but, you know, it's more than that. There's a soul connection learning as well with that. So and so there's some sort of, I want to say justice, and you know, the word justice comes out, but it's kind of like it's, you know, not as in justice has been served. For some of you it will be, but for some of you it's like, yay, it's about, and you know, you're walking with your power. It's like, yes, I've got that power, but see the owl in there, I'm drawn to the owl on this side here. You know, owls for me is about, you know, old wisdom, but it's also about the new wisdom that's there, that you've got from that wisdom, old wisdom, and the wisdom in the now, but also the wisdom in the future that you can use for in the future. So that, you know, it's like there's a little, a bit of a bank, you know, there with the owl, in the sense of, you know, banking in your wisdom with the owl, you know, the knowledge that comes through there. But there's also like a balancing there, a balancing of energy. It's like, yeah, cool, I now know, and your energy may be feeling a lot more balanced because you've figured something out, like that aha moment, and you've come to peace with something. It's kind of like, okay, I can move now, and, you know, in this direction that I've just sussed it out, okay? And then we have the Five of Cups and the Four of Cups with discontent, regret, and sorrow. So there's something there, you know, that may be, you know, going back to what was said here, that you may be looking at, and you're like, you're regretting, you know, not taking some of these steps earlier and before. But it's like, well, you know, there's now, you know, and with the, you know, the discontent with the Four of Cups, it's kind of like showing, you know, you may have felt there was a bit of discontent with yourself, and this, because that's what this is about, is like, see, you've got all these things that you've worked on here, but there's something in the background that you're not acknowledging that is there, okay? That is there either to be worked on or that you've actually worked on it and it's okay. You just got to, you know, keep moving and flowing with it. But I feel like that's what this gift is that you've figured it out now with what we've just been talking about. Cool. Awesome. And that's what that card is about. So that it's like just acknowledging you and you acknowledging you for that journey that you've come in. And actually, yeah, you've moved it. You've moved on. So, yeah, the cards are coming out different today. So then we have, you know, number 10 of Wands. So there's some oppressive burdens in saying that. So it's kind of like there may have been some things that have been going on, you know, around you, most likely, highly likely, that you've picked them up. And it's, you know, like I say, that, you know, and like Spirit will always say that this is our stuff and we're, you know, needing to work through it, and you've worked through something. And it's maybe taken a little while, and, you know, going in and out and the timing. So it's really, like Spirit are talking about, it is literally about divine timing, because if you were more ready to do it before, you would have done it, you know. So there was obviously a little bit more learning before you became a little bit more confident in yourself to do it. So, and things I feel are lining up to help you with that confidence. Okay, so there's something about, you know, physically and spiritually and, you know, mentally and, you know, emotionally, there's something that you've worked out and you're able to like get rid of those or let go of those burdens that have been oppressing you, or you've, you know, allowed to oppress you. But not only that, it's like I say, it's not getting hung up on that. It's like there is a divine timing in it. It's like it will come around. It's like something has come around full circle for you, which is why they've turned this around, okay? And you're on the move, yay. So there's something, you're picking them up, getting rid of them, sorting it out now, moving on. It's like, yay, got that sorted. So the 10, like for me, is always about completion and moving into a new cycle. That's like for me, the Wands is about like taking action. You're able to action, like, and, you know, move with a passion or a new idea that has come up with you, for you in this, you know, now. And it's more, you're more ready for it. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's been maybe sitting there for a little while, like for a few years, and it's like you've maybe put it out there, I'd love to do this sort of things. And some of you, it may be that you've never thought about doing this, but it's maybe something well, you might have thought about it, but it may not have been like in the background, you know, like I'm definitely going to do this. So it's something that may have popped up and say, oh, well, we'll see what happens. So it's something that it may have been that it comes up like this, and that this is what it is. And you're ready for it. And it, yeah, okay, so where they go with that, it may have come up just recently or in the last year or so. That's like, okay, yeah, I think I'd like to do this now. So it's kind of like, or I'd like to do this. So it might have more popped up for some of you in this last year. Okay, so, and then we have the King of Swords, an authority figure who is firm but fair. And I feel like this is about you being, you know, less judgmental on yourself, okay? And being, you know, being firm on yourself, but fair with yourself about this process that you've been through. Because it's like some of you, I feel like you kind of you're kicking yourself up the backside. Oh, I should have done this. I could have done this earlier. Or, you know, why did I wait so long? And it's because, you know, and it's not trying to, like, as per se, justifying, although it is under the Justice card that the King of Swords has fallen under, is sitting under in this read. But it's like, it's, you know, giving yourself, cutting a little bit of slack there for you, not like beating yourself up to a pulp, okay? And then we have the World, okay? Because it's like, so something really, it's like, this is about you, like, stepping into your energy. And see, there's freedom. There's lots of freedom there, and like freedom from, you know, the overthinking about this particular situation or situations that you find yourself in. Because we have the butterflies there, and there's lots of butterflies there. So it's like on his chest, is being grounded while you're doing it as well with whatever you're doing. And there's butterflies on the crown, on the thrones there, but over there, but also up around here as well, around the head. So it's like there's a sense of freedom of the mind, basically, in allowing you, allowing you to feel okay and more okay about moving forward in some way or form whatever it is that you're wanting, you've been holding off for, or waiting for. Okay, so then we have the World here. See, oh, it's in a reverse, but actually it's not. It's something is turned around. Okay, for you. So there's a completion or an achievement of some kind. Okay, for you that's come up. That's like, yep, cool. And there's you in your element, and there's all these beautiful, amazing signs that are around you. You know, there's a sense of balance there. You know, with you, even though you're flying, you're like it's like you're floating, in the clouds, or you're up there, but you could be lying down as well, looking up into the sky, depending on how you look at this. So, it's but it's definitely a sense of achievement there. And look at the wands. I feel like there's two wands there. I'm seeing them as wands. It's about creating magic. And there's a balance of the masculine and the feminine, the energies there. So it's kind of like, there's, of the left and the right, the masculine, the feminine, above and below, all that sort of thing. Okay, cool. Anyway, there's a card that's coming from the angels. I feel like I'm more drawn to them today. So I did ask who's coming through, and they said, yep, they'll come through. And I feel like we're on. Okay. Take the emotion out of the equation is the card that's fallen out here. Take the emotion out of the equation. Because often we can put our emotions in there, and that's what stuffs it up. And it's like, and things about the past, and it's, and maybe something that you maybe not feeling that you're good enough, or that you're ready for it, or that you're, or that like that. There's that sort of thing. But yes, you are. Okay. So there's Archangel Raphael is the cards that I'm using here. And he's got me to write these messages in pink, in love, with love. So magic is in every moment. Make the most of it, make the magic. Okay, because, you are the magician. And Geminis are known as being the magician. So it's like, you could make magic wherever you want, wherever you can. Okay. And then honor yourself and your true feelings. So I don't think I need to add anything else to that, because we've pretty much already talked about that. And there is no drama unless you make it so. They're so funny. It's so amazingly on track, aren't they? So anyway, I just feel like the angels here, the collective here, creativity. So this is about you bringing in your creativity and how you want to do it for you as well. So it's like, we learn off different people and different, different things, and then we bring in what we learn. Like, well, we read, because we read so much. You could read books, you listen to different videos, and you have different teachings from different people, and you just take whatever it is that applies to you and what resonates with you, and how you, how you move through or navigate through life for yourself, as you do your own, your own thing, basically. And then base. So I'm feeling like base is like, this is like there's the base or a foundational learning, bringing through that, but it's been grounded in yourself as well, okay? Base chakra is where I'm taking. So there may be some working on your base chakra, like grounding and anchoring your energy, or anchoring you. And then shine your light. Shine your light, beautiful Geminians. Shine your light. Okay, with whatever it is that you're doing or wanting to move into, whether it is like a new business, or or something, a new link of your business, a new project, or an extension of a new project, or putting yourself out there in some way or form. It's like shine your light, and it's the only way it's one of the ways. It's the only way we're going to get more confidence, is if we have the courage to move and do whatever it is that is coming up for you. Okay. Yeah, Awesome. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there with you. So there's a beautiful, amazing shift that you might be you are going through. And some of you might be, you know, are going to be going, or might be going through it in different, you know, slightly different ways. And, you know, that are with the energy that's here. So I'm feeling like a really calm energy at the moment. So, and I'm working with a lot more of the Zion energy coming through. So you probably feel their energy like coming through in this really beautiful, calm, centered space. And even though there are some things that could be a little bit higgledy-piggledy around you energetically, and you might be feeling it, and it's like, but this is about being in your space, and creating that, which goes back to creating that space, creativity, and using all those skills and abilities that you have, and you know, and what you know for now, to bring about that peace and like find that centeredness and stillness to help you through, to assist you through whatever it is that you're moving through right now. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to leave that with you, and my guides, my helpers, the Zion energy, and also the energy of Gemini. We leave you with lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, and adventure. Also, prosperity and abundance. Okay, bye for now.